All right, in this first episode, we're going to be covering aircraft registration. Now, this is for registration that is on a non-previously registered aircraft. So that means you have an aircraft that has never been registered, does not have an N number. Some of the J100s, this will be the case, and this video is for those that are starting from scratch. So, cover page here, some important things will be the date. You need to make sure the date is on there. And the process will put the EA-J100. Here's going to be where the serial number is. Now, note, most of these things will already be filled in by the regulations department, but you'll still need to make sure that you check through those and proofread those for us. You'll need to make sure that your email is right here for a temporary registration, and of course, sign the bottom there. This next page is what we call the 8050-1. This is the actual registration document. And in here, we're going to put the aircraft serial number again. And next available, that means that the next available N number will be assigned to you. And then typically we're going to file as a business, and that business name is typically going to be an LLC. It's fine to have other options, even as an individual, corporation, whichever. We need to make sure that we have the box of the appropriate thing checked here. The majority of you will already have LLCs. And if you need some help finding out how to file an LLC, let us know. We'll be able to point in the right direction. Right here, the name of the applicant is going to be the business name itself. Here, we're going to put your telephone number, your email address, and then your address. So the number, the city, the state, and of course, the zip code. The rest of this is certification, certifying that you're a citizen of the United States. If you are not, that's fine. Let us know. We'll be happy to help put the appropriate things in here, but typically for citizens, we'll leave that checked. And here at the bottom, this is a really important part in box 13. Name of the applicant's always going to be the business name. So, business name, and then you will sign. Digital signature is okay with the date, and then you're going to type your name, the signer's name there, and then your title. Most LLCs are member managed, and so member is going to be your title. If you have a different title, then that's fine too. And if you are not filing as a company, individual will be your title. On here on the affidavit of ownership, most of this will already be filled in, but the EA Vision, EA-J100, the manufacturer's serial number goes right here. We have our engines, max takeoff weight, which is per the 44807 approved list. And then here, the affidavit of where the drone came from. So this is going to correspond with the invoice that you provide from your dealer. And so you're going to put the date, the dealer's company name, and of course the city, state, and country here on this line. And make sure that that corresponds directly with the invoice. Here at the bottom here, owner's name. Again, this is where the business name goes. So business name is going to be the owner name, your signature, and then print the name of the signer. Title again, like previously, for member. And then this part is where the notary fills it in. You do need to have that notarized and filled out before you send that in. Here on the last page, the LLC statement. So this is only if you have an LLC. If you have a corporation or individual, you will not have this page. But if you have an LLC, you'll have the legal name, the lawful state, the date it was organized, and then here's where you'll put those individual members. So most of you are single-membered, and so it would be your name. The type of entity would be individual. You'll circle U.S. citizen, and ownership would most likely be 100%. Some of you have some breakdowns. It's a little bit different. You want to make sure that that is appropriately filled out there. If you're managed by officers or other things, there's some space down here as well. And then make sure that we sign that, the title, again, member, or change that to whatever you need, type, and date. Now, this registration packet needs to all be signed, notarized, and mailed in with a $5 check directly to the FAA Aircraft Registration Branch. I recommend FedExing or overnighting that to make sure that they receive it. But once you fill that out, if you'd like some double checking, feel free to reach out to us through your client portal. We'll be happy to help, but this will get you a new N number on an unregistered aircraft, and will get you started on the path of compliance.